Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Hello, my Poke people, and while I do think that the 8th generation definitely has some absolute quality, perhaps more on average than a fair few of them, there are some that just kind of... what were they thinking? So today it's time to shine a not-so-glamorous spotlight on at least my least favourite Pokemon from the Galar region. My, of course, special honourable mention was goddamn Obstagoon, because I think he looks just diabolical, and not in the way that he was trying to go for. It's not... it's more... I hate him, but that's fine. He's not on the list, so I don't need to talk about him, or more importantly, look at him for any longer. Coming in at number 5, then, I have myself Sandaconda. Look, snake Pokemon have always been a bit hit or miss with me, and none of them have really been, yeah, but this one, it's surrounded by its own it is constricting itself. The idea of it having this huge, girthy, muscly snake tube wrapped fixed around its face while it looks bloody miserable, I don't like it. I get it's supposed to be a tornado of sand. That's the point, especially when you look at its Gigantamax form, but, I don't like its colouring, I don't like its aesthetic, I don't like its flavour. I mean, its unique style of coiling allows it to blast sand out of its mouth, which means it literally squeezes itself to... and that's just why! And also, if it runs out of sand, it becomes disheartened. That's just really sad. Quite literally, really sad. It doesn't do anything for me, and that's just it. And at number 4, we have Pincurchin. What's the point? What is the point? What is the point of this Pokemon? This is the most goddamn slot-wasting piece of crap I've ever seen in my life. Now, don't get me wrong, alright? Pokemon is diverse. People are diverse. No matter how many Pokemon I look at and go, what is that? There is somewhere out there in the great wide world that looks at it and goes, yes, I love him. That's my favourite. Always have him in my team. But I cannot imagine anyone who is looking at this ball-faced, spiky urchin with anything other than, at best, mild indifference. It's not an appealing design, it doesn't bloody evolve, its stats are absolutely tragic, it has no interesting abilities. What is the point of it? Why does it exist? I don't get it. It's just a random urchin that looks terrible and does nothing and dies.
Why are you the way that you are?
The uselessness of it angers me when it could have been a much better single evolution Pokemon. Next up then at number 3, this one might be, well, it's Grimmsnarl. And look, I didn't want to put this one here because when I first saw good old Impidimp, I was really hopeful. I was. But I cannot deny that Grimmsnarl, at least to me, and I know a lot of people do like him, this one is definitely a me thing, but I cannot deny that he just doesn't look good to me. He really doesn't. The hands being the 3 kind of tentacly prongs. The face is okay, but the way his hair is layered. Yes, hair. That's one of the things that I think gets me. Its hairs wrap around its body to act like muscles. This thing is just wrapped tight in its own hair to bulk it up. And that just kind of unnerves me deeply. The idea of it just writhing and wriggling with hair as it all over its body, I don't like it. I don't like its shape. It just doesn't do a lot for me. It really, really doesn't. And its hairs ensnare people. I don't want to imagine myself being caught up and held tight by this goddamn literal imp demon's body hair. That's going to be one of the most horrific experiences in Pokemon. Now, look, I kind of don't hate its Gigantamax form, but then when you realize that the Gigantamax energy has caused more hair to sprout all over its body. Oh, it's just a hair giant. Why would you want to proudly put a fucking hair giant on the field? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I have a deep-seated traumatic fear of hair that I don't realize that I need to explore. But for goddamn right now, I don't like hair muscle demon, okay? I never said these reasons had to be good, okay? I just said they were mine, okay? And I love ending sentences with okay? Number 3's the fucking penguin with a square face. SQ. Why? It's a normal penguin, and then they bloody put an ice block on its face. And I get what it's doing. It hardens its ice around its head to act as protection as a helmet. And, you know, the little eyes and details. That's fine. That's cute. A neat little defensive tactic that it has. Alright, so when you break open the ice and then you see its actual face. What the fuck is that?
Sad.
It's just a sphere. It looks eternally disappointed. Probably because it looked in a mirror at one point. Honestly, Pingu would be fucking ashamed. It's just a normal penguin, a completely normal penguin with either a ridiculous cube ice face or a ridiculous, apparently flesh and blood, perfect blue sphere with an antenna. I just don't understand. I like the idea of Ice Face as an ability. I like the way that they've done it with it coming on and off depending on the weather. I think that's fun to play with. And this Pokemon has potential from its stats. It certainly does. I've seen people do ridiculous things with it. And, you know, that is fine. That is absolutely fine. But it dangles its single hair into the water and fishes with it. Right? Maybe it's the hair thing again. Oh my god, it's Grimmsnarl coming right back. It's the hair. I don't like Pokemon that focus on hair. Oh my god. The hair on its head connects to the surface of its brain. And when this Pokemon has something on its mind, its hair chills the air around it. A Pokemon, an animal, nothing living should have a brain hair sticking out from there's just no brain hair, please. This has turned much more ranty than I expected, but say no to brain hair, penguins. Coming in at number 1, how could it be anything other the unholy affront to nature abominations that are the fossil Pokemon? I have just goddamn no idea what they were thinking. They are horrifically designed, and there is so many better ways you can combo these pieces to go with the theme of mismatch without making them look like they're straight out of Frankenstein's workshop. The best one is probably Dracozolt, I think, but even then, it's a tiny arms and head stuck into a full-on sliced torso. You don't want that. You certainly don't want Arctozolt. You certainly don't want Draco. The fish head is on the tail. What is wrong with the scientists in Galar? And the thing is, the Pokedex entries are taking it completely seriously. It has trouble eating prey afterwards because the mouth is on top of its head. Really? Really? Did you look at that and go, yep, that definitely is a natural creature? And I get it. Pokemon are ridiculous, so I can understand maybe why they thought this. But, oh my god. And then you take bloody Dracovish, powerful legs and jaws, made it an apex predator. Did it? Did it though? Did it really? I'm not sure. Actually, it did. This Pokemon can't breathe unless it's underwater. So what are these powerful bloody legs? Does it just kick like heck across the ocean bloody floor? Please! Why? It's not funny, it's not quirky, they are freaks of nature that are just a disgrace to see. It's such a waste of potentially fantastic fossil Pokemon, and honestly, I just want the full creatures that these are based on, because the individual parts, all of them look quite cool. They're just ruined. They are absolutely ruined. Bloody Arctozolt just has a hard time walking around. Yeah, I understand why it went extinct, because it moved so slowly. Oh! I could go on a while from these, but conceptually, design-wise, and their implementation is absolutely garbage, and I am so sad for Galar fossil Pokemons. At best, they're amusing because they're freaks of nature, but when your best trait is, haha, look at me, I'm gonna die because everything hurts and existence is agony, that's not really a great saving grace, now is it? So there you go, guys, that is my top 5 least favorite Pokemon in Galar. I hope you enjoyed this experience, this journey we just went on. Let me know yours. Like you enjoyed this, subscribe for more. Goodbye.
Rage Gaming with the video float.
But that's all that's really relevant at the mo, but I'm still gonna leave this up so you patrons know that I love you even though the outro's no longer that kind of relevant. But the new one's being worked on and it's gonna be a truly badass song, and don't worry, I won't be doing any rapping on it. I'm gonna go now. This was shit.